the more self-esteem the artist will get as well, though.
The more
when an artist knows that they have writing a song to perform to a crowd who want to hear it. Then I know for myself, if you're writing a song and you know that people are going to hear it, you go all out, like. And you enjoy that more than just writing a song just because you just want to write a song. Because you like, I have an aim and a purpose now. You know, there's nothing worse than an artist who feels like he has no purpose.
I know, man. I know, man.
And we everybody has a purpose in life. So if you bring the audience, we'll show them our purpose.
True. What's up, guys? My name is Foshin Spanda and you're watching the Labtv Ireland. Today we have one of the most talented live performers in Cork City, Bubba Shakespeare. What's up, guy?
I'm good, how are you?
How are you, man?
Thank you for that lovely intro.
Thank you. You're welcome, man. You're welcome.
It's nice to hear.
So is Bubba Shakespeare your real name or?
No,
you gave
a stage name.
It's a stage name.
Stage name.
Yeah. Why Bubba Shakespeare?
When I was younger, I was the only guy listening to hip hop. And my friends just started calling me Bubba for the crack. And it just stuck with me. And then I studied Shakespeare in college, and I thought I'd combine the two together. Because Bubba is a term of affection that they use for the man of the house in South America. So Shakespeare then is creative.
Of course,
So affectionate creativity is kind of the idea.
And you are creative, man, on stage.
Thank you very much.
So, man, you've come a long way. I saw an old clip of you beckling out, like, rap backing.
A rap battle,
yeah, man.
Back in Limerick.
So tell me, especially that one with MC Neon. How did you think you did there?
I thought humor-wise, I nailed it. Like, I thought jokes-wise, it was good. But I didn't really bring bars. I didn't bring much flow, you know.
But it's grand. I have to say, look, after this I'm going to Dunn's, and in the car we have a free place. Can you come with us so we can park in the handicap space? Well, you strike me as a fella trying to be a gangster, I suppose, because I seen a photo where you wear the black suggestive hats and the black suggestive clothes. He even got plastic surgery to get the black flat man suggested nose.
Watch you spit that shit, man. The fucking thing isn't even able to battle. I was rapping when I could talk, making beats when I could walk, and in school writing raps on the board with chalk. I do this shit on a day-to-day basis while you're sitting at home recreating your room into a Star Trek spaceship. Your flow is incredible, your flow is just disgraceful. So don't get huffy and puffy just cause I'm going to blow your house down. Hopefully you get lucky and I'll fuck up on the last round. You probably smoke weed by the gram, I smoke weed by the pound. He's living in the village.
Well, rhyming wise, I rhymed, but I didn't, you know the way the other guy was like, I was more like, well, I think you're a goose. Something, whatever.
But I thought that was the main point of the battle, no?
Well, there's 2 points of a battle, so you have to be creative, obviously. You need to have a good sense of humor, good punchlines.
Because you actually got that, you hit that.
Thank you. I put a lot of effort into that now. I did a lot of research. Like, I studied Frankie Boyle, the comedian, because he goes dark.
I was laughing all the time, you know. Oh my god! I thought you were doing that on stage. You're just coming up with it on your head. I was like, how is it doing that?
You get a couple of weeks to prepare. Because I think if you were to freestyle battle somebody,
you would choke.
You wouldn't choke. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't know what to say. Like, do you know? I mean, maybe you would. Maybe some people can do that. But like freestyling for myself, when I freestyle, I can freestyle forever. But I'd find it hard to freestyle and insult somebody. Because it's not my personality, really.
True.
I feel bad.
True. Okay, so do you see are you a rapper or are you a singer or you're both?
Do you know? We're only what we identify as in that moment that we're doing it.
Because you do both on stage. You do both.
So I don't know. I am whatever I'm doing in that current moment of time. You know, I enjoy the two of them. So.
You enjoy the two of them. Because I was going to ask you. So which one do you prefer the most? You know.
For getting stuff off your chest, rapping. And just there's a joy in singing. Do you know? To be honest with you. I just loved both of them equally because there's joy in the two of them. There's joy in it. So from back in the day, I've seen that you were a hungry artist, you know, to an extent that you ended up getting conned.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
So it was with a guy who people have seen in the papers recently. He organised.
He's still doing no.
Yeah, he's still organising stuff. Yeah.
What?
See, he was running an event which my friend had entered. Yeah. And at the time I was asking if I could get involved. I was writing my own songs and I was looking for somewhere to perform. And I thought that like at this event I could perform, so I asked him if I could. Yeah. And he said, no, I have a company. The company will help you get into the charts, we'll get you signed. And I thought, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And he goes, I do it for a fee of 10 G's. And he broke it down for me, what the fee would pay for, what I'd get. And he said, in 6 months' time, I'll get you to number one, and in 6 months' time, you'll have made that money back tenfold. And I was like, oh, okay. And he showed me 2 tracks that he'd gotten himself to number one, which I found out later on only got to number one because it was for charity.
Oh, right.
Just a couple of shady things about what he done there too. Like, so he used his resources very well to pull the wool over your eyes.
Yeah.
And he wasn't just pulling the wool over my eyes at the time. There was a few other people around that he was doing it to as well. Like. So that was his game, is to be a con man, to make it look legit. Like.
Oh my God! So did you finally get to get in touch with him?
No.
Till this day.
Change his email, change his phone.
You don't know where he stays?
I did a video about it a while back.
Yeah.
And it went viral on Facebook.
Yeah.
And people from all over the country were sending me messages with stories about what he'd done to them as well.
Oh my God! And he's still getting away with it.
And he's still well, I'm not sure if he's going to get away with it anymore, because now like people are starting to see. They actually have talked about it now. Like like in his home city. People have gotten on to me saying we're not going to work with him again.
Oh, all right.
Because we seen what he done, you know.
Yeah.
So like, the money will never come back, which I don't mind, because
of course
that doesn't matter.
It
was just a lesson.
Yeah.
And the important thing is that other people know, so they don't get fooled.
Oh my God! I was here. When I was watching the video. You were talking about how you were to go and get sponsorships and ask for loans and stuff.
Yeah.
How did you manage to pay back that?
So I went to a couple of businesses in my hometown, and they sponsored me. So through sponsorship, I got 200. I got up to 2 G's. Yeah. And then I got a loan for the rest.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And so when I gave him the cash, then he disappeared. So I spent 3 or 4 years paying off €50 a week.
I swear.
Every Thursday I was reminded, you know.
Oh my God!
Trying to get over it, but like every Thursday you're like.
You have to put it in there.
He robbed you.
Oh my God!
But it was a lesson, like, you know. We all have our karmas to burn.
Of course. So. You telling me about your home city. Which one is your home city?
My hometown is called Nina. It's in Tipperary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's grand.
So you came all the way from there to Limerick and here?
Yeah. Well, it's close enough to Limerick. I came to Cork because I came to college here.
All right.
And the first ever rap album I heard was by GMC, and he was from Cork.
Oh, right.
And I thought, you know what, I want to go where other rappers live. So I came to find the scene, you know. Yeah. To finally belong somewhere. Like, you know?
I know. So what do you think of the rap scene and hip hop scene in let me say in Ireland in general?
Ireland in general. Yeah. It's there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of talent out there. Yeah. Like currently in Cork, there's only a couple of people doing stuff. Yeah. But there's no actual scenes. You know, there's no one to actually go and do stuff all the time. Like there's a lot of bedroom MCs or rappers. True. It's amazing. The amount of people that hear you do a verse and go, I've a verse, and they're like, oh, and they're class. You know, but there's nowhere to go with it. You know, even in Dublin, there's somewhere to go sometimes to do some gigs, but there's no industry support. Like you can't make a living off it.
Of course. So what makes you think causes that?
Because it's new. It's new
in Ireland.
It's new in Ireland. It's still. Some people might still perceive it as a bit of a novelty.
Of course, yeah.
You know, and when the novelty wears off and people start to realise, oh, it's actually a real art.
It's actually a real art, yeah.
It's not a novelty, once we kind of grow up with it, then I feel like somebody will land something, you know.
Of course, yeah. So, do you do your own, do you write your own music or make beats?
Yeah, I make beats and I write my own stuff. I've been doing it for the last. I've been making beats for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But I've been writing lyrics since I was 12. Like writing
so
poems and raps.
you like to perform, but you don't like to make videos. Yeah.
Not yet.
Because when I was doing my research there, I was trying to find your music videos and stuff. You know.
Yeah. No, I have nothing out yet.
And I haven't found any.
I have one
I
in
was
the
wondering,
pipeline.
with so much talent, why wouldn't you do that? Like.
I never felt like I was ready.
All right.
I felt like my art was too focused on bullshit, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure that like whenever I put something out, that it comes from a place of truth and not a place of me trying to be cool.
That sounds good. Yeah.
You know?
That sounds good. Yeah.
But I have one in the works. I started making a video last week.
Really?
And we're going to finish it next week.
Can't wait to see that.
It's going to be pretty. It's pretty nice. I made the beat myself as well.
Yeah.
And it's about just the journey of a relationship. It's called Is It Love or Need? And it's about
Is it love?
Is it love or need?
All right. Do you believe in love?
A philosophical question.
Do you believe in love?
It depends now on what love is. I believe in love as in there's romantic love.
Yeah.
Then there's lusty love.
Yeah.
Then there's love itself, where you just love unconditionally for no reason. But when it comes to loving another person, as in when it comes to loving a woman, that's where the question is: is it love or is it need?
All right.
That's what we need to
Because
figure out.
I've heard a lot of people saying, "Oh man," especially people that have been together for a long time or in marriages. You know, people talk about they're just. Some people are scared of loneliness.
Yeah,
that's what keeps them together.
That's a big thing that I'm working on in my own life.
Yeah.
I don't feel lonely. But now I don't feel lonely, but sometimes I would.
Yeah.
And in the past, that motivated me to get into a relationship.
All right.
And then I realised after the honeymoon period had finished, I shouldn't have made the choice out of loneliness.
Yeah.
The choice should come from an inspiration instead of coming from loneliness.
True.
You know?
True. That's good, man. That's good. I've learned something today, you know.
Yeah.
So 2016, what's up? What's up with the? What are you up to for the 2016? What you see yourself by the end of December?
So recently, I made a really good friend, right?
Yeah.
And we always have these chats on the way to gigs.
Yeah.
And he'd be telling me, so we come at life from different angles. I'm a little bit like very airy-fairy and positive, and everything's class.
Yeah.
Where he's a little bit of a cynic.
Yeah.
And we've come to a point in a relationship where we bounce off each other now.
Nice.
I'll tell him the positive, he'll embrace it. He'll tell me the cynic, and I'll embrace that as well.
Yeah.
So what I learned from him is the key to happiness is to have realistic goals that you can achieve.
That's deep.
So when I was growing up, my goal was to be a superstar.
Yeah.
It's not really that realistic.
Yeah.
It can happen, but but it's too unrealistic to think you're going to get there by doing nothing.
Oh. How do I care?
So for me, realistically, in 2016, my goals are release a good song and a good video.
Yeah.
Enjoy every performance that I do.
Of course.
Embrace positivity. Love everyone that's around me.
Yeah, true. Man, it was great having you, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bubba Shakespeare.
Be kind.
And one touch from your lips, and it feels like I just kissed a girl who feels so rich, 'cause you're deep like the abyss. And one touch from your